Brought to you by Liquid Death. It's almost like something that's not water, but it's in a big metal can and it's just water.
What was it like? Carbonated?
It's just water.
That's all it is, just water, not sparkling or anything.
Yeah, but have you seen the ad for it? Murder Your Thirst.
Yeah, we watched it when you got it.
Yeah.
When like Nick dropped it off or whatever.
One of the best ideas ever. But it's literally just a viral success. I bet its sales are not that great. I would love to look into it. This is where if we had a producer, we're hiring a producer, so if you want to come in and do an internship, you can be our producer.
Work for free.
If you're a young, nubile human being.
Agile.
A young, nubile, agile, fleet of mind and foot person of interest and mind.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so we'll probably have a producer someday, so we don't have to do it all ourselves.
I can't believe Joe Rogan's new fucking setup. Like that fucking looks like he's in a tunnel and shit. Fucking crazy.
The Rogues.
Armageddon bunker.
Yeah, it's probably an Armageddon bunker.
Yeah, he would totally do that. But that's such a sweet setup that he can just do that.
Sweet setup, sipping on Swish out here. I was like thinking about how alcoholics would think about maybe taking a sip out of the hand sanitizer.
I think, what was her face? One of the president's wives. She was like an alcoholic, like a really bad one. Betty Ford.
Betty Ford.
And she used to drink mouthwash.
Yes, I think that's true.
I always think of that, like when I think of that shit. Like she used to drink mouthwash.
The chick in the office drank. She licks the hand sanitizer
Yeah.
in one episode.
Oh, dude, I'm positive they probably fucking do that.
I just used one in the building that we work in, and it smelled exactly like tequila, and then it smelled like vodka, but it smelled like tequila and vodka, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me think of like drinking when I smelled it, because they had a lot of companies that made them, and I feel like it's definitely one of the hand sanitizers that's made of like liquor, and it's just like the shitty liquor, and you could just probably just
That's what it smells
sipping
like.
on
It smells like
Swish.
cheap plastic bottle, like
Yeah, so I've been sucking on.
like $5 a liter bottle.
I've been sucking on it, sucking on some Sanny, sipping on that Switzer.
Yeah, dude. And sometimes it smells really good, but that shit, it just kind of, I don't know, dude. The one at the other bathroom, like you walk down the hallway, go to the left a bit, that one's got a really funny smell to it.
Yeah,
Try not to use them.
sizzling with the Slurpees of the Sanny. So yeah, I've been drinking a little bit of that. I've been getting a little sauce on the syrup,
Dude, that's fucked, man.
as they say, as the kids say.
Jeremy Ford over here.
So, yeah, there's not a whole lot to report as far as the NBA goes, but Josh Allen did have a good showing in technically the first kind of scrimmage. He finished some.
Is that where they were? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
That's
it's
where
okay.
like they
Fuck
were all
me.
wearing the different colored jerseys.
Well, the quarterbacks probably wore red,
Yeah, like.
and then the offense and defense probably wore white and
then
blue.
Yeah.
The QBs probably wore red. But yeah, it was weird to see 3 team members all in 3 different colors, honestly.
Yeah, like when I was looking at it, I'm like, I just saw the clip for it on Instagram, on the Buffalo Bills Instagram.
Yeah.
And it looked fucking
The
sweet.
entire marketing department for the Buffalo Bills got fired.
Really?
Or, I'm sorry, walked out or got fired or left. But
Because
yeah,
of everything that's going on.
I don't know what's going on. We're going to have to find out. Stay tuned to Buffalo's Reg in the Zoo to find out how the marketing department at Pagula's Sports and Entertainment got fired. I'm honestly really confused by it. I need to know more. I don't know necessarily anybody that worked there, but I mean, I put my hat in the ring. I'm never going to get that job. I would love to kill that job, though. I could easily do that job. You know, they say people couldn't do that job. How could you not want to do that job?
I
That'd
know.
be the best job in the whole world.
Honestly, just doing what you like love to like. What's your like hobby and shit, you know?
Yeah.
It would feel like
But
you
the
wouldn't even be
skill-
working. It would just feel like you're not even working.
Yeah, the passion and the skill. total domination of
What-
life.
What are your so like if you have 3 to choose from? What are your 3 dream jobs?
Ugh. I don't know. I guess scout.
For what sport?
I don't know. You said 3.
3.
That's 1. Actor. And producer,
Producer.
I guess.
Producer would be pretty sweet.
I don't know.
That's fucking legit though.
I guess so. Why? What are yours?
Definitely like a storm chaser, not like for science, just filming them.
Yeah.
Like tornadoes and shit. That would be legit.
Chasing nades.
Film it, sell it to the news, like the news stations and shit.
Like Nightcrawler.
Kind of like that,
That's a great movie.
but with like just tornadoes and shit. There was a show that was on Discovery. Can't think of the name of it, but it was like legit. And just some of the shots they got, it's just like what the clouds are doing are just in fucking sane, dude. Like
It's scary though.
it is. I mean, you definitely have to know like weather patterns and shit, and like which way you can drive and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you just take a wrong turn somewhere, you're fucked. Unless you're in a tank.
Well, I've been driving around the country, as you know. It's one of my favorite things to do. I guess when you like lose your license for like a year or whatever, you kind of take a new basking into hobbies that you didn't respect as much. You lose the respect for yourself a little. But I've been driving around the country a lot, and I think about that a lot. Like, you can see the storms when you're out at the end of the 400 from Buffalo. I recommend anybody takes a ride just through the country. If you go 40 minutes out of the city, past Clarence and Williamsville and all the suburbia and West Seneca and Orchard Park and like
Towards like
right
Darien
past
Lake and
that, yeah, right past there. That's like all pretty cool. You got a lot of like interesting places out like near the windmills. Like,
shit. Route 5 along the water is a really good drive.
yeah,
That's a fun one.
yeah. Is that Old Lakeshore?
Yeah, like that way,
Yeah, that's good.
which will connect to the Skyway if you take it long enough. But that's a nice drive, because you can just go fucking all the way out to like Sunset doing that and farther.
Yeah, that's a good drive. Definitely. It's a decent drive to get to Lewiston, but that's always a good drive.
Yeah, that's kind of right where I was out at.
Yeah.
Fort Niagara's
Oh,
right out there.
Fart Niagara.
Fort Niagara.
Oh, Fart Niagara. I was joking the other day. I played a little froth with my buddy Brent, and we both used to be servers. He's actually right in the center of the tempo, like, drama of the restaurant industry. But anyways, I was joking about, like, we would always me and that kid used to make jokes since we were younger. Like, we used to say we'd have a show called BJ, Morning BJ, with Brent and Jeremy. That was in 8th grade. Shout out to Mr. Zalati. But
Who was he?
he was our social studies and homeroom teacher. But every morning we were like cracking jokes like right in the morning, so we started calling him Morning BJ. But anyways, we were talking and I was joking about like walking up to tables, and it's really annoying when you're in the middle of serving and you don't really want to talk to people. I don't know. Some people probably like talking to people when they're serving. I didn't. And you just kind of get pissed off, and you can sort of just read and sort of judge people immediately on how they're going to be. And
Yeah.
it's like, or it can take a turn on you, and somebody might immediately piss you off as soon as you walk up and ask you for something really rudely or something like that. But I was just joking, like, instead of saying folks every single time, just saying fucks.
Farks?
Just every single time. Hey, fucks, how we doing? Did you just say fucks? But like, oh man, you guys are one cool group of fucks, aren't you? That sounds way less interesting saying it on the air than it did when I was saying it on the Frisbee golf course.
When? Just recently when you went?
Yeah, that's what I was telling. We were saying this out loud, like back and forth, like, "Hey, folks, I'm Jeremy. I'll be taking care of you." Some fucks are better than some fucks love it here. Some fucks don't.
What
Is
course
he
did
saying fucks or is he saying folks?
What course did you go to again?
You guys are a cool couple of fucks. You know that? What? We were at Ellicott,
Ellicott, that's right.
but Ellicott changed.
Do you ever
In Frisbee golf news, Ellicott changed. Did you know that?
No, what changed about it?
They changed a couple of the holes directionally and made a couple of. They were nice positive changes, if I do say so myself, as an avid Frisbee golfer.
Do you keep an accurate score as you go?
Yeah,
or
we
do you
just-
guys just give up towards
We
the
just
end?
have threes every hole.
It's usually threes, like every time.
Every hole is a three, basically. This is how we always play.
Yeah.
Basically,
You ever get a ringer?
a one.
Yeah.
No, but I've gotten a couple twos, like a lot of twos, a lot of good putts. I'd like to think I'm very good, but I don't. I have just been playing for a while. It's like I don't try that hard. The guys that go, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but it's been littered with douchebaggery.
Dude, when I used to go, like when I was younger, nobody was ever there. It wasn't really that big.
It wasn't popular.
And now
You
it's
maybe have a
like-
group of older guys.
Yeah, so it's so weird about it. Now
If
it's
it was
like,
league night, you'd have a group of older guys.
if it was, yeah, like, and now if you go, it's like every single, like sometimes you would go to a course and nobody's on it at all. And you're like, this is fucking sweet. And chances of that now is like, it's not going to happen. It's kind of,
No.
it's kind of lame.
What else sucks is everybody that is out is only out because they have nothing else to do, and that's also shitty. Because
Yeah.
it's like you folks wouldn't even be out here if it were not these conditions. You fucks would be home, sitting on your couches, watching my 400-pound life. The other day, my choices for TV were like My 400-Pound Life, Tucker Carlson, or
Oh my God.
fucking, what was it?
Isn't it my 600-pound life?
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's a different show. But there were ridiculous options. And my point was the only thing on TV was the stupid RNC, which I'm not trying to get political. I'm just so sick of it. I did want to say one thing that, like, everybody's so anti. When it comes to politics, I feel like nobody's actually pro any party. Everyone's just kind of anti a party. And I'm independent. I've talked a lot about that in my life. I'm not necessarily Democrat or Republican, and we could talk for days. But one point I wanted to make was, well, 2 points actually. But the first one is the fact that nobody is pro anything. They're just all anti. Everyone on the Democrat is anti. It's kind of right and left, Democrat, Republican. Everyone's anti the other. But one thing is like, hey, people, find someone you like and talk about them. Instead of just talking about everything that's negative, why don't you just find somebody that you like? I've found a few politicians that I do like. I don't need to talk about them. But point number 2, it's like, find stuff you do like or come up with ideas. Instead of talking about what you don't like, actually come up with an idea. Create, don't negate. Like, everybody could negate. Anybody can negate what the other side is doing. That's not hard. Like, anybody can do that. But can everybody create an idea? No. One idea that I was saying that I thought made sense was making elected officials have to be under 65. Because, one, it eliminates old white racism and white fragility. 2, it involves younger people in politics sooner. because you don't have as long of a possible career route, so you have to get in earlier and you would have to contribute earlier, so therefore the average age of people would have to be younger in politics. You also would have and then people were saying term limits, like, which I agree with, but to stick on the point of under 65, if someone's retired or is old enough to retire, do you really feel that they should be making the decisions of tomorrow? I'm not saying there shouldn't be senior advisories and things like that, but I just feel one simple solution to all of this would be to push that to a younger age, under 65, for the president, for senators, for congressmen, for representatives, governors, whatever. But that was just something that I had thought of that I thought might help generally. But it's clear that there's a lot of work to be done. But I think that one sweeping change like that would answer like a lot of different, turn over a lot of different stones. What do you think?
I mean, are you registered to vote?
I think
registered.
so.
I registered this year, actually.
I think so.
I didn't vote in the last one,
I voted in the last one.
to be honest with you. But
I
I'm
don't
definitely
even
gonna
feel
vote
like
this
voting
year.
in this one.
Well-
I mean, I'm gonna vote.
I'm definitely going to vote too. But it's kind of crazy because I have never like really been registered before. I just never really cared. This year it was just really easy to do it, especially with how everything's kind of going on right now. So I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But it's scary, dude, because it's like every 4 years you just get like the same bullshit where it's only like the main debate's only between two parties when there's like how many fucking parties out there, and it's only going to be between them two. Like there's never going to be an upset. Like
No.
it wasn't an upset like when Trump won or anything like that. It's like you knew either he was going to win or Hillary Clinton. It's not like there was anybody else in it, you know? It's just
He
stupid.
stalked her, dude. He was stalking her across
Yeah.
the stage, so creepy, just standing there.
SNL did the best fucking the best skit of that. They were playing like the Jaws music, like and Alec Baldwin would
Yeah.
like start creeping up on her and then just jump out, dude. Oh, it was fucking great.
Yeah, he's an absolute creature, that Trump. We could talk about him all day too, but there's no.
Rather not even waste
Yeah.
the breath on him, dude.
Yeah, we want to try and be helpful for people on here. The whole goal is to just, I think, continue to practice and get better. I mean, one thing I noticed about myself is I say a lot of ums. So I'm trying to improve upon that as I open a vape on the air, because that's super professional. That's really going to get me a job somewhere.
Who cares, dude? We vape all the time on the air.
The cool part about starting your own podcast is there is no boss. The only problem is you post things on the air that your boss could see. But that's why you got to have a cool boss. Don't find a shitty boss. Don't work for shitty people.
Yeah, we lucked out.